Hello and welcome to Avenging Past 7. Today is let me look this up. The days are all running together right now. Let's see, today is day 96. And we are starting on the main account right now because I have an exciting announcement to make about the main account. I have been promoted up to Bronzium 4, which is awesome and exciting, but a bit daunting. I'm right there. Let's see. I'm just above the skill rating for Bronze Team 94, it looks like. But because of that, I need 4 more defensive teams. And so here's what I've put on the wall right now, and I want to hear your thoughts. I'm pretty sure I want my first order team up here on the top wall. Here's what I'm putting on the first order team, and I'm going to be trying to upgrade them across the next couple weeks so that they are ready to be on the front wall. Crew, Captain Phasma, I believe that's First Order Officer, Special Forces TIE Fighter, and Stormtrooper. All 5 of these, I believe, have a ship that they coincide with, so that'll make my First Order ships better as well. Obviously and especially the First Order Officer needs to be upgraded. He has no health right now. And the Special Forces TIE Fighter pilot needs to be upgraded as well. But that's what I'm wanting to put on the same CLS wall because both teams will be, I would hope, will be good, strong walls, keeping my ships safe. So that's what I'm putting there, and I think that'll do well once I upgrade it. And let's see, on the bottom wall, I put my bounty hunters because I know that they're a good team. I don't know if they're a good defensive team. I'm hoping so. So let me know down below in the comments, what do you think I should expand my defensive walls to? Should I leave the bounty hunters on defense, or are they not a good defensive team? Because I know some teams can be really good, but not good on defense. What do you think about the bounty hunters? I mean, I know I have them upgraded well. I know that I have a good bounty hunters team right there, but are they not? Are they good for defense? Let me know down below. Let's see, and then I had to put 3 teams on the back wall. I was surprised by that. But I had to put 3 teams on the back wall. Once it gets over there, I can pull them up. I still have Phoenix. I need to fix the mods on the Phoenix team. I think I've pulled a few mods away from them whenever I needed some. So I need to fix their mods, but I think they'll be a decent... Oh. Maybe it was just for the 3v3 that I needed extra teams down here. I'm not as worried about the 3v3 defensive teams because I'm pretty sure that should be easy to handle with it being 3v3. But yes, so that is, how my defensive wall looks for Grand Arena now. Now that I'm up to Bronze Team 4, I'm very excited about that. That'll make the live streams a little bit longer now that I can do that, because now it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 battles on the main account, Grand Arena. So let me know down below, what are your thoughts on this defense setup, and what I should change, what I could change. What are your thoughts on all that? Y'all let me know down below. And now we're back to the YouTube account. So this account's going well. I got a couple comments that I thought were good comments and did make me think a little bit. I'm going to pull them up real quick just to be able to give them some shout outs. Chris Hardy had a good comment. And since I'm using he says you're referring to me, but since I am using Anakin and Ahsoka, it'd be smart to farm up the clone sergeant ship as reinforcement. It's a great tank from the looks of it, and I would say it is a good tank. I do use it a little bit. I believe in one of my other accounts, I think I use it, or I might have abandoned it by now. And CR Sonic replied that he is doing the APGains guide, and that isn't in it yet, unfortunately. It will be in the farms later when he has finished the Home 1 fleet and moved on to Negotiator, he thinks. And that was going to be my reply. I actually didn't realize that Sonic had replied to that already. is that it would be worth adding that in since, Grand Galactic Republic, but the Clone Sergeant is not on the farming guide at the very least at this phase, if not at all. Um, and so, like, yes, that is a good suggestion, and it would work well with those ships and work well um, with the mix of Galactic Republic. But I'm trying to make sure trying to save most of my energy for what is in phase 2 right now. And Matt B is back at it again. He's behind in the videos again, but he likes to watch 2 or 3 videos at a time, and so he catches up. But he did remind me of something going on that I haven't talked a lot about recently, or I guess in about 30 something videos, and that's Microsoft buying or trying to buy Activision Blizzard. And because both companies are very large, it takes approval from different governmental bodies to approve that, to try to avoid a monopoly, or getting close to a monopoly and stuff like that. The same kind of stuff happened when Disney went to buy 20th Century Fox. And it's really interesting seeing the different news reports. I say news reports. I watch all my news from YouTube, but seeing the different reports going on about what is Sony saying about this buyout? What is the government saying about the buyout? What are different other companies saying about about that kind of stuff? And I don't think I've talked about it too much in the videos, but it has it has been really cool and really interesting following that story. Just to kind of set it up a little bit, if you don't know, Microsoft is trying to buy Activision Blizzard. And Sony does not want that to happen. Sony does not want Microsoft to own Activision Blizzard. Activision Blizzard owns games like World of Warcraft, Call of Duty is kind of their biggest right now because it's across many platforms. They also own Overwatch, which is one of their bigger ones because it is also across multiple platforms. Hearthstone, Diablo, and the StarCraft and a few others. But Call of Duty is kind of their biggest, probably outside of World of Warcraft. And of course, Sony has had not really an exclusive deal, but has had a deal with Activision Blizzard to get stuff on Call of Duty's DLC and stuff on PlayStation earlier on than Xbox. And for a long time, Xbox had that deal, and now Sony has the deal. And I think it's still ongoing with Sony. And it started out that Sony was making the argument that if Microsoft owned Activision Blizzard, they would not put Call of Duty games on PlayStation, which I would say is a reasonable argument to be made. Halo is not on PlayStation. Is it Horizon racing games, I believe? There's one of the racing games that Microsoft owns and that doesn't get on PlayStation. There are multiple, Xbox exclusive games that Microsoft owns the companies of that they don't put on PlayStation. And vice versa. I mean, Spider-Man's not on Xbox. God of War is not on Xbox. And so, they made that argument to the governmental bodies. So, in one of the best ways possible, I believe it was Phil Spencer, one of the head of Xbox, put out a tweet that said that Microsoft would publish Call of Duty games to be put onto PlayStation for as long as there is a PlayStation to put them on, to release them on. Which, for one, cool. He is saying it will be there forever. I kind of took it as a slight jab. It might not have been meant that way. Other people might not have taken it that way, but I kind of thought, as long as there is a PlayStation to release it on, it's like, are you kind of jabbing that it's not going to be there for a long time? I don't know. But he tweeted that out. Then he went and he made a deal I believe it was even a signed contract deal with Nintendo that should Xbox acquire Call of Duty, that there would be a 10-year licensed contract to put Call of Duty on Nintendo consoles. So that's cool. Call of Duty hasn't been on Nintendo in a while, as far as I can remember. I remember Black Ops 2, I think, being on the Nintendo DS. Five shards, that's good. Let's see, where are we at on the... I can promote him. So, he made that deal. And then Phil Spencer tried to make a similar deal with Steam. And Steam, who is it? Gabe Newell tweeted out, no, that he would not sign a contract with that. But his reason was that he trusts Microsoft to put Call of Duty on Steam, even if there's not a contract. He did not want to make an exclusive kind of contract with that. He wants the game out there, and he trusts that they will put it on Steam when they release the game. And I thought, that's a good way to look at it. Trust the companies. You don't have to always fight over it. You can trust them sometimes. So then we saw Phil Spencer making moves to make Call of Duty accessible to multiple different platforms to disprove the assumption by Sony that Microsoft would keep it Xbox exclusive. So Sony abandoned that argument, and then their argument was that if Microsoft buys Activision Blizzard, Call of Duty games would go up in price, and they would no longer be $60. And that would not be nice to consumers. But then the YouTubers I was watching pointed out, Sony PlayStation games are starting to go up to $70 now anyways. So Sony is raising the prices of their games anyways. So of course Call of Duty would probably be $70 on the PlayStation 5 because other PlayStation games are $70 on the PlayStation 5. So they made that argument, but they're doing the same thing anyways. It's not like it's a bad guy Xbox thing. It's a video games have been $60 for 20 years or more now. It's not that bad if they go up to $70. And I think that was the latest update that I've heard about it. It's interesting. It's having to go through a lot of different governing bodies. Even outside of the U.S., they're having to approve this purchase and look at everything, and it's I feel like it's really cool and interesting to see that. Maybe it still goes through. Maybe Xbox acquires Activision Blizzard. I hope so. I would hope so and like that if they did, and I would hope that they would manage the company better than it has been managed over the past few years. There have been plenty of complaints on the management there, but we'll see what comes of that. Matt B also had another comment that he finally hit level 85 and has started in Grand Arena. And I think, Matt B, whenever you see this video, congratulations. That is a long road to level 85. And now it's a long road learning how to compete in Grand Arena. Watch plenty of YouTubers and Twitch streamers as they play Grand Arena to see their strategies. Don't be scared to ask questions in the Discord because that is what I made it there for, is to be able to get help and advice on this game from people that, have played this game longer than we have. I know just beginning this video, I was asking all of you for your advice and thoughts on my Grand Arena as I venture into a new form of Grand Arena. Let's see, I need to upgrade a ship, and then I will have completed all of my dailies, which is weird. I haven't done a Galactic War yet. Maybe I did one last night after 11. Let's see, ships. Let's see, we will work on Anakin Starfighter, since we can upgrade that. Take it up to, 5 stars? Let's see, how far can we level this up? We can go up to level 80, 78. Well, that's not worth it that just yet. Another uh, big thing for my main account that is coming up, hopefully today, maybe a little bit later, is I will be able to 7-star execute tricks. I have all the shards I need now. I just need the extra 400,000 ship currency, ship gold, to be able to pay for the promotion. So that is awesome and exciting. I'll be hopefully doing that soon, and then I'll, have a 7-star executrix. Let's see. What have I been buying? I think I've been buying Chopper from here, just to start slowly buying up my Phoenix squad from the stores that I can, because I know that they will be needed soon. I say soon. I know that they'll be needed at some point. And of course, always buying up my Ewoks, because the nice thing about the Ewoks team is you can build them in the background over time. You can get the majority of them from the shops, and so they're not a huge, well, I mean, they're kind of long time investment, but you can farm them in the background while you farm other teams, and that I do like. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and buy Zeb, and I don't think there's too many other characters. Oh, there's Tebow. But now that I have Poggle, there's not too many other characters I really need to get out of here. And let's see. I do not see Darth Vader and TIE Advanced in here a lot anymore. Ever since their recent update, their latest update, I do not see Darth Vader or TIE Advanced in here as often as I used to. I mean, it used to be multiple times a week, and now it seems like never at all. So that's a bit frustrating. And I do not think I could. Okay, I got some Boba Fett shards. All right, well, I think that will do it for us today. If you're doing Galactic Conquest, I hope that goes well for you. I know I went with the normal difficulty this time, so it's a lot harder for me. Hopefully I still get some worthwhile rewards out of it. I'll have to spend some good time investment in it to really figure it out. But with that, we will end it for today. Thank you all for joining us today, and may the Force be with you.